Hello, beauty, founder of the Juicy Good Life, and I'm sitting in the most beautiful place on earth. This is the lake we get to come and visit every single weekend at our lake house. And why do I tell you that? Because 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, you could have blown me over with a feather if I would have told you we would have had a beautiful place on the lake that is truly precious to me. Like, I was bawling with gratitude today planting trees out here, that it fills my soul so much. So why am I talking to you about that? Because there is something about this lake today. This morning when we woke up, you could not see this lake. It was completely foggy. You could barely see those trees right there. Now, that fog was so thick. I mean, I can't imagine if you're trying to fish or have a boat out there or even walk around out on the lake shore. It was so thick you could not see a thing. But did that mean the lake wasn't there? Absolutely not. The sun came out, and little by little we got to start seeing the lake and the other side of the lake shore. And so what does that have to do with you? Well, I'm hearing a lot of women holding back because they just don't see how yet. I'm hearing so many normal limiting beliefs, and that's okay. Believe me, I've got bucket loads of them too. But just because we can't see how, or we can't see it with our own eyes yet, doesn't mean it's not there. We're sometimes in a fog about our life and our future. So this lake house came to us in just the weirdest way, and it required a lot of trust and a lot of belief. And I always knew everything would work out just fine. But in the middle, it was a little messy. And now it's just beautiful. The story is just beginning for us in terms of this. And that is the story of so many of us in our careers, in our spiritual growth, in maybe our physical bodies. We're just kind of in that fog right now, not seeing how. Maybe 2019 is coming to a close for you, and you're feeling maybe some shame about maybe where your career's at, or your business, or your body, or your motherhood. Whatever is coming up for you, you might be feeling bad about that. And you know what? Life is way too short to feel bad about where we are. But the whole key to the Juicy Good Life is trusting that beyond that fog is something pretty darn beautiful. And what I don't want is for you to be in that fog for long. So what do? You get tools, right? The only reason that I can sit here today and even talk about having a juicy good life is because I am constantly putting tools into place and into work in my life, whether it's that important book that feeds a new piece of my business, or that exercise in the morning that feeds my body, or that green smoothie I drink because I know I will feel better. There are so many tools waiting for us. And I was on the phone with someone Friday morning, and she was talking about how many of us do this motion. We're pulling people up around us all the time. And it doesn't mean martyrdom. It's just you're constantly helping others, helping them. And sometimes we need to do this, she said, and we need to pull down tools from someone who maybe is a little bit farther ahead of us. So that is what the Juicy Good Life exists for. And I am here to tell you that when you put some tools into place in your life, it will start to open up doors. And when you're feeling in that shame spiral about whatever it is, or you're feeling that limiting belief, or I can't afford it, or I can't do that right now, the when-then life that I talk about so much, that when I fill in the blank, then I can fill in the blank. And usually the then I is where the magic happens. That's that Juicy Good Life place where, so if I would have said, when I have $1 million in the bank, I can then buy a lake house, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, because that hasn't happened. So why wait? I'm not saying do anything crazy or detrimental, but if we constantly live the when-then life, we are not going to have the joy in the now. And we know, if anyone has lost someone special to them, we know you only have now. And again, that doesn't mean go nuts and spend your life savings. No, it just means if you are holding back on something that will help you feel gratitude, that just is so big in your soul that it just leaks out of your eyes, it's time to get the tools to make it happen. So we love to provide that in our newsletters. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter yet, you can do that on our Facebook page or on our website, thejuicygoodlife.com. We also have a podcast that comes out every other week that is short, shorter than your shower podcasts that just add a little bit of a tool that we're cultivating for you so that you can take another baby step towards that juicy good life. So what would make you just so grateful today that you just cry with joy? For me, it was planting trees out here. That's why I look like this today. I walked around with that wheelbarrow today and I was just absolutely overflowing with joy, and it's still happening because it just makes me so happy to be out in nature and appreciating God's creation and looking around and thinking, thank goodness I didn't wait. Thank goodness I didn't wait till I was 65 and a half and my IRA was maturing or whatever it is. We figured out a way. We found the tools. We had blessings come along. We stayed open to trusting. And that is exactly how we've built every single other thing in our life. And so that's what I want to give you permission to do today. Be open to possibilities. Be open to getting new tools that will help you do new, beautiful things in your life. And find a tribe that will come alongside you and root you on instead of telling you all the ways you can't. And that is your road to a juicy good life. I hope we can be a part of that in your world. And if you have things you want us to talk about, learn about, feel free to drop a comment and we'll address them too, because really this is all about you and your journey, and we're having so much fun meeting all of you and coming alongside all of you in all of this juicy goodness. So do something that makes you cry with gratitude today, okay? Or just be, and maybe that will make you cry with gratitude too. A nap is always good. I hope you have a juicy good day. Thanks for making the world a better place, and we'll see you next time. Love you.